Hello, friends. I am finally live. I guess I haven't been on StreamYard in some time. I think it's only been a month though, and some weird stuff was happening that I didn't understand. I think what it is I think I got kicked off Jamie's account, and so I'm on my free account. Jamie's was free too. That's probably why they kicked me off of it. So. Welcome today for Wellness Wednesday. Hey, Joe. Thank you for answering me. I went to the one for that was mine. Oh, look at how pretty you look. Is it red or pink? Let me put my glasses on. I can tell once I get my glasses on. Isn't that weird that I can't see colors without my glasses? Oh, that is so cute. That is pink. You look so good with it. You must be very happy. So yeah, I just want to get caught up. What's going on in your lives? It's summertime, and I've been at my sister's shop a lot. I want to say work, but I don't get paid. So it's cherry red in back and neon pink. Oh my gosh, that's why I wasn't sure. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, so I don't really work there because she doesn't pay me, which is okay. Once she takes off, she's going to pay me, and then if I do classes, she's going to pay me as well. But um, I've been there a lot, helping her with a lot of stuff, which I have no problem with. I'm enjoying myself. I like doing crafts and things. I think my husband is a little irritated at how much time I'm spending there. So tell me what you're doing this summer to irritate your significant other. Yeah, we had a festival. Was it 2 weeks ago? I was so sore. I think I said I was sick and I couldn't come on. I couldn't barely walk. I couldn't, I barely could keep a sentence in my head. We were in the heat, even though we had shade, we were in that heat all day. And I think I was severely dehydrated. We were drinking water, but we only ate lunch. We didn't really eat. Mine is in New York. Oh, can't really bother him when he's all the way out there, can you? Is it for a week or will he be back soon? I ate my lunch. I'm just having I had some chocolate donuts. Um, so that's what's been going on with me. So now we have a festival. I have a yard sale coming this week in my yard sale. Then in 2 weeks we have another festival, but it's inside. So I think it's going to be easier on our bodies because it's inside. Um, hopefully. Oh, he'll be back tomorrow. So it's yeah. But yeah, we're learning together. This is very interesting. I'm pretty close with my sister anyway. And so that's what I'm doing. So what are you doing while your husband's in New York, Joe? I probably could send you the link if nobody else shows up. So we could just chat with each other. We'll give it till 2. If nobody else comes, we'll just do a private one. Yeah. Just relaxing. Well, that's good. That's good. How's your pain level today as well? And it said when I logged in, it said they won't save any videos past a year. And they were definitely trying to get me to buy the package. And so I'm just sticking with the free. My sister did say she will do a Wellness Wednesday with me. I think more like in the fall. Oh, man. I think we talked about that, the private live. That tooth pain, it messes with your thinking too, because the pain is like so close to your brain, I think. And it's like there's one tooth, right, that's bad. The whole side of your mouth is swollen. That part I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand why our whole mouth swells up for one tooth, which makes it even worse. Say if you had a broken toe or a boo-boo on your toe, it wouldn't be as painful. Oh, did you buy anything on Amazon Prime? Since Prime is yesterday, today. I did yesterday and I'm done. Mm-hmm. 15 minutes. I'm just going to save that link, copy, and then I will put it in notes. Control V, Command V. There it is. Uh-oh. There I am. Okay. Girl, I did too. I bought like 150 on Walmart. And this doesn't count on my purchases pre Prime Day sales. And then I spent 150, 170 on Amazon. And he was very good to me because I said, I don't get paid till next Wednesday. But there was so much I still wanted. And I'm getting a new air cleaner because the price dropped, which I need. I need that. The one is kind of wonky. So I wanted to get the same air cleaner that I got the last time. So I only have to buy one size filters. Or that is a pain in the butt. So yeah, lots of household stuff. Mostly. And then have you ever heard of these cup boots? I saw them on Sherry's Whatnot. Cup boots? I don't know. Because this is a new cup and I've already dinged it one time. I dropped it on the concrete. And this was the cat's fault. The cat knocked it off and it's cracked. It should be hanging over like a lip. It's gone. So, yeah. And have the prices started to increase where you're at? I went to Walmart and I noticed, you know how they have the little, it's like perforated and then they have the price there so you can take it off and give it as a gift. So they were all removed. I was like, that is so weird. And I couldn't find the prices. Their basic slippers, I bought a couple pairs a couple months ago. They were $5.95. I looked at the tag on the very back. They went up to $9.95. Yes. And I was like, at Walmart especially. but those do come from China, I'm sure. So, yeah. And I noticed coffee, as we buy the ground coffee beans, so expensive everywhere. So expensive. No matter what store you go into. So I get the Aldi's coffee, ground beans. It's fair trade, and it's cheaper than other coffees, and it's really good. One's from Honduras and one is from Peru, which are all South American countries. So I didn't know he was raising prices. I'm not sure where the tariffs are going to affect us, but I know that the retailers are taking advantage and they're jacking things up right now. Because he still put the tariffs off again for another 2 weeks, but the prices are going up already. Mm, you know, I bought some things from Australia and Timu. Hopefully they come this week or next. Yeah, hopefully. Where their prices were still good. Hey, Frugal Mama, how you doing? We're just chatting about summer, what's been going on, what you up to, and oh, we were just talking about Prime Day as well. I don't know if you got sucked into that, but yeah, I did, and so did Joe. So I hope you're doing well today. Um, and this is my first cup of coffee, so I'm not as chatty. I am chatty, but not as chatty. So sorry about that. We were also talking about the tariffs and how I think he put him off for another 2 weeks. I'm not sure, but everything is going up already. Well, I hope you have a good day at work. I was telling Joe, I when I get done here, I'm going to my sister's shop. This way, right here. This is the name of her shop, and this is my name tag, Dana. We all have different. Like my mom is Grandma or Mimi or something. Gigi, I don't know. But we all have different little monikers on our shirts. And I want to call it work, but I feel weird about it because I'm not getting paid. I suppose I should look up the definition. We're having rain. We had some storms earlier, and I said I'm having a yard sale this coming weekend, so hopefully it will hold off for me. Have you guys been to any yard sales, or do you have yard sales? I'm a yard sale person. I like to go, and I also like to have one. So, and I didn't really choose any other topic than the summer and how it's going. See, when I don't pick a topic, I'm always tired. I shouldn't do that because I can. My family complains that my lives are slow. I said, well, you can speed it up, I think. And then they're like, I don't know how to do that. So they don't watch, which is fine. Let's talk about how our mental health is right now. Oh, right, Joe. Yep. When we moved to this house, we had so much stuff. So I think that year I had two. I went to my aunt's and I had one here. Yeah, it ain't no joke. We had to get rid of, I think our garage was like 650 square feet. That's the part we had. We don't have a garage anymore. And we had a shed there, so we still have a shed, but everything in that garage, and that was the catch all. So, yeah. I find if you can get a couple other people, maybe a couple neighbors with you, this is going to be a neighborhood yard sale, that it's helpful to get more people in. So, but right now we're worried about the weather. And I have a carport. So, rain or shine is fine, but I don't want, like, if there's thunderstorms, I'm going to shut it down. Yeah. They said it doesn't look like there'll be thunderstorms, but they didn't think it was going to rain today either. Our news thought it was going to rain. Wait, no, they did think it was going to. Today's Wednesday. Duh, my mental health isn't great. The bully in my brain keeps saying I'm useless. Oh no. I understand. So when that happens, do you have any coping mechanisms you'd like to share kind of to shut that bully up, or sayings that you like to say? I'm thinking I'm good if I can get a song in my head. And I still listen to that 8D music. That really helps me a lot. But yeah, you must not be feeling real good then. Is it just the tooth, or everything else is kind of bringing it down as well? All the other pain issues. I'm trying to redo my beauty room and getting flustered. Oh, that's the one room in this house that I have not gotten organized. What you see behind me is a facade. Everything else is on the floor. And that beauty room at the other house wasn't that big. So good luck to you. The beauty room is. Are you doing it in increments, like half hour here, half hour there? I find if I'm standing for longer than half an hour, I really have to sit down. So, and when I go outside, it's only supposed to be half an hour, 45 minutes. So it's been about 40 minutes. I've been doing, yeah, I've been doing about 40 minutes. I try not to be out there an hour, but once you start moving around and you're like, I need to do this, I need to do that. And the next thing you know, you're in pain and you're barely walking. So I'm getting to do in sections, but that gets on my nerves. Just a tough time right now. Yeah. And I'm not a palette throwawayer. I just can't. And I say I would like to sell some, but I don't really want to sell them. I want them all. I want to keep them all. So I know it's hard with your beauty room. I did get a new organizer for the bedroom. So I'm going to use it also to do this there's that closet there. There's no shelves, or there's one shelf and a hanging thing. So yeah. And you're probably like, I want to get it done fast, but it doesn't happen that fast. And I find if I live with something for a while and then I keep putting it in the same spot, then that's where it needs to go. But that does not pertain to my beauty room because I need everything. So I hope you feel better and that it goes better for you, the beauty room. Let me tell you about my foster kittens. I have 3 foster kittens. They're they were about 8 weeks when I got them, and I've had them for about a month, I would say. A month or yeah. They were with their mama for quite some time, up to 8 weeks. Usually they like to take them at 6, but they kept giving. They were busy, so I couldn't get anyone to come and trap the cats. So so they're really feral, at least compared to my first set of kittens. Yeah, yeah. And so I have a scratchy scratch, but this is the second time. And I've been doing really good about not, they don't like me to touch them when I get close. They're still hissing. So they recommended I watch the kitten lady on YouTube. I haven't watched her yet. So I do need to do that to try to get them more socialized. And I started letting them out of the cage into like a barricaded area. Well, the biggest kitten, the first day he was real good, timid, just playing with the toy. It was a dangly do. And the second day, he climbed up to the top. That's when, and I saw he was going to jump. And so I grabbed him, and that's when he got me. I shouldn't have grabbed him. I should have, tried to. Oh, you do? That's good. That makes me feel better. I'm going to probably have to watch all her videos. Um, and hopefully she can help me figure out how to get these guys. I mean, you can see that they're better than when I first got them. Like, all I had to do was get up from my chair, which is across the room, and they would hiss and go into the corner. So they only do that now if I come up real fast, like if I got food or something. They just back to the back of the thing. They don't run like across away from me. And then they have the swings, the little swings in there you attach to the top, and they love those. And so if I can get them in, if they'll get in there, if they'll play real good and then get in there, I can almost pet them. I think if they they're sticking their feet out where they didn't before. So they're getting comfortable. So they're comfortable, but they still are not liking me. They actually like my husband more than me. And he's a quiet guy. I think that might be why. Because he just walks up, he doesn't say anything, and the one will be sitting in the little hammock and he'll let him pet his foot. And I'm like, you won't let me do that. And they're so cute to watch. And they're so cute. Oh, but we did go through a battle of, I don't remember what they call it. Feline. Starts with a C. It was a virus. The kittens had a virus. I didn't know. They had the runny eyes, and I thought, because we had the wildfires, I thought, well, maybe they just have stuff in them and it'll clear up. Well, so I wasn't being really careful, and I cross-contaminated, and my cats got sick. One of my cats got so sick, he had to go to the vet, and that's when we found out that's what it was, and that's how he got it. So now I am over, like, I'm a bit of a germaphobe, just, normal. But now I'm spraying everything with that sanitizing spray. It's the one that's safe for kennels and pets and people. But it's a little pricey. But anyways, I'm still going to town with everything for it. It's not bleach. Oh, hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid is what it's called. But it's like they took bleach and they changed one of the atoms in it, and so it's not as strong as bleach, and the scent's not as strong, and it dissipates, and it can sanitize really well. Like you don't have to have straight bleach or anything like that. So that's what they use in the feline and, to clean the cages and all that. So I've been going overboard with that. I clean the bowls about every day. Because I don't want the kittens to get each other sick, and I don't want the kittens to get these guys sick. And so my hands are dry from washing them so much. You got to be. I wasn't diligent when they first came in, and I'm pretty sure that my husband said I probably took the bowls and washed them, but not sanitized, just washed them. And that's probably what because it's a virus, that's probably what got our kittens sick, our cats sick. They said that once they get this virus, they'll build an immunity, and so they won't spread it. But if they get tested, they'll be tested. Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. So, giving the kittens medicine was hard. So the antibiotic went in their wet food and they gobbled it up and no big deal. But I tried to put this electrolyte stuff they gave me in their water. And they were like, I don't know what you did to this water, but I am not drinking this water. And they drink a lot of water. They really do. Their water bowl will be empty before their food bowl. So when they stopped drinking the water, I was like, I can't put it in there. So then they had this other stuff called Pro X. And I figured out how to add that to the food too, so it wouldn't taste weird. Just like she said, just a teeny tiny bit. So they gave me a toothbrush that has, the little side to brush the teeth and the big side for dogs. And so I just put it on the little side of the toothbrush and tap and put it, and they couldn't taste it. So they did well with that. But my cats could tell there was something in their food. And the one that was super sick, I had to actually hold him down and I just started squirting it in his, right in the very back here into his throat, the back of his, how their mouth goes like that. So back here into his throat. That was the way I got it into him. And he was so sick that he was not eating. His tongue had blistered. That's part of the virus. He was not eating. He's doing a lot better now. He's eating and everything is better. But man, when we went to the vet, I was worried. I was like, what is going on? And is he going to be okay? And if they ask us to put him down, say no, he's coming home and he'll pass away peacefully in his house. I told him that before we left. But yeah, because we had to put our dogs down, and I don't know. So that's another thing that I'm doing this summer. So I'm very busy, and so I'm always in some kind of pain. And I think I told you guys I fell. Was that a couple months ago? I fell, and that's healing, but I went to the doctor yesterday. She did my A1C and adjusted some prescriptions. And I showed her, and she told me, you might have cracked a rib. But, Joe, you told me to use that gun, and that did help. I don't have a knot anymore. So whatever the knot was is gone, but it's still sore. And she said, you could have cracked a rib or bruised a rib. And she said, there's really nothing we can do for it. And I'm managing it with just over-the-counter pain meds. Like after that festival, holy cow. Yeah, it was difficult. I would say the whole next week I was, we put everything away. So it was Sunday. We put everything away Tuesday because we took Monday off. And then I didn't do much. So coming home and there's stuff to do, right? I couldn't do anything on Thursday, Friday. I don't even think I did anything on Saturday. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, not this last weekend, but the weekend before. This 4th of July weekend, we all had Friday off. And then, of course, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which we're not open on Sunday or Monday. So I didn't go in Friday or Saturday. Sometimes I usually go in on Saturdays as well. So I rested and I feel pretty good. Oh, good. Hopefully you don't crack a rib. I did, and 2 months later I'm still suffering. Oh no, Joe. Was that when you fell the last time? You ended up cracking a rib? Oh my gosh. She told me that the doctor said she cracked a rib once and took 6 months to heal. That, yeah, I think it's just bruised because it's very tender in that spot. And I'm like, it's healed. I have a scar even. It's all healed, but it's tender. So as long as I don't go poking around it, it's fine, you know. Yeah. Oh no, that sucks. Oh man. Yeah. I tell you what, I think the number one issue for seniors is falling. Not that you're a senior, but for disabilities and older people is falling. Because my knee is bad. I don't walk steady. That's what my Apple Watch it tells me that I don't walk steady. And I know that. That's why I use a cane or a walker. So I find myself sometimes losing my balance. And I'm like, So hopefully I'm not falling apart too soon. 55. It still seems young to me. It's because I'm 55. But yeah. Let's see. So the kittens are, I feel bad. I made the cage small because when we got them, they were small, but they're about twice the size of when we first got them, I would say. And they're leaning out. You know, they don't have, you know how kittens have that big fat kitten belly. They're leaning out, so they're like teenagers now. And so the cage is a little small for them. It's did I do 3 feet? It's 3 feet high, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet, 4 feet long, or 3 feet long, 3 feet long. I think I should have done 4 feet long, 3 and 3, but 4 feet long. So if I can ever get them to let me touch them. Hey, Brandy, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. Have you been having a lot of storms? I think you've been talking about the storms online a lot. Yeah. We got some storms today. And I never really paid attention, but they just pop up out of nowhere. Yes. Yes, storms. Yeah. So I was talking about I have 3 foster kittens right now, and I'm having got a little one yesterday. That's what we had it earlier. I would say from like 10:30 to 11. It rained real hard. It was windy. I mean, you could hear the rain like shh through the windows, and um, it's past. But we're having a yard sale this weekend in my neighborhood, and I'm hoping that there won't be any more rain. I'm hoping. So, yeah. So, Frugal Mama was here earlier, and Joe was here. Joe was or is still here. She just was talking. Yeah. So, what's new with you, Brandy? How's things going? There's Frugal Mama. Yeah. So there's 4 of us here. I'm gonna go to. My coffee has not kicked in, Brandy. I'm a little bit behind, so I'm gonna turn on YouTube and find my video. Update YouTube, not now. Yeah, and I was having some StreamYard trouble. You does anyone else here use StreamYard? And I guess I missed an update or something and they cleared out all my videos. We're just trying to earn money so I can buy cat food. It's killing us. That's a lot. Are your cats spayed and neutered? I know you said people keep dropping them off to you as well. That's horrible when people do that. I hate that. Hmm. Why is it not opening? Because I didn't update YouTube. Well, just try. Oh, I just read that. That's a lot on food. Spayed 14 females so far. Good job. That is awesome that you have spayed them so far. Yeah. And I don't know if there's anything you can do about. Is there a rescue in your area that can help you with the food and stuff, or because I just we get the big bag from Walmart, the $35 or $44 bag, and yes, no babies wanted here, right? Right. Um, and it's already half gone. I think we got it last Thursday. It's already half gone. So I just have 5 out there right now. And if these 3 don't come around, she said they'll have to be let back out. So then that will be 8. But I really want to get them so that they can be adopted. I really am feeling bad about that. We have one that said they would help, but they haven't helped yet. And it's been 2 months when they said they would help. Oh no. Oh no. Well, they're inundated with kittens as well. That's the hard part. It happens all at once, everywhere. And then I have one girl who is not fixed. I don't know if she may have an owner, but I'm not sure. She's uh she's a calico. She's brown, like a light brown and a dark brown. She looks like a black cat, but she's not. She's dark brown. And her ear is not tipped. Oh, yeah, yeah. Especially you have any that are really sweet and would be great in a home. That really stinks. Hmm. So yeah, the kitten rescue that I work with is really good. If I do need to, I try to buy the food and the cat litter, and then like when they got sick, they brought me medicine for them, which I totally appreciated. And she brought some more wet food so I could put the medicines in the food, and that was very good. But other than that, I buy the wet food and the dry food for my cats and the litter, so we just buy that for the other cats as well. But I keep kitten food because this isn't the first time I've fostered. I've talked about it before. I've fostered kittens for at least 3 or 4 years. In there was a couple years I didn't get kittens, but I've had 3 sets so far. And then I was so sad. 2 of them got adopted last year. I had 4, and the other 2 had to go back to their homes. So I guess they were all right. I mean, she said they'll be fine, and I was like, I know, but I felt like that's what I would call a foster fail. Yeah. So it's a heart wrenching thing to do, and doing it while she opened her new store was very difficult. So yeah, I'm gonna make a little addition to their enclosure. Like, so they come out the front. So I've got this one, it attaches to it and it's solid. And I don't have enough of it, but when I get this organizer, I can take the rest of it out of there. And I will build an additional so that they can come out and I'll be there with them in the space. And try to get them socialized. Plus, I have to watch Kitten Lady. Joe said she's really good, so I'm going to watch her and hopefully get some good ideas. Yeah, our cat rescue is full as well. That's why when we found them, she said, "Can you keep them?" I said, "Sure." But if I don't find kittens, they don't usually call me. So I'm like, I can do them every year. You don't, But our first year, no kittens. Second year, kittens, and this is our third year with kittens. So, and the ones I had last year, they were not from around here. No, she did bring me those four because the two that got adopted were just so adorable. I don't think they were both fuzzy, and one was the calico fuzzy, and the other one was, I can't remember her coloring. I think she was black with some white. She was a calico. She was a dark calico. She had that dark brown hair, the orange, and then little patches of white. So pretty. They got snatched up pretty quickly once they got in there. They were so cute. But they're two sisters, as they all got fixed. Their two sisters just didn't come around, and they were bonded. Like, I thought one might be able to go into a home, but not to be separated from the I don't think the other one would have done well without her. So they were bonded, and they both had to be let out. But there's a nice lady. She said the lady's really nice that takes care of them. She feeds them. They're feral, but they come up and she feeds them, and they even let her pet them. But the two that they didn't like me very much. Yep. And then when they would get out of the cage, they would escape. So they were escape artists. So they would get out of the cage but I have everything locked up this time. So nobody's escaped out of the cage yet. But she would run, the one who was really bad, she would run under my island. And when she was so skinny, because the furry cats are real fluffy, and her body wasn't very big. She would squeeze up under and get in one of my drawers in my island, and I couldn't find her. I could never find her. And then one day I opened the drawer to get something probably for dinner, and oh no, I didn't. I didn't get the chicken wire for that one. I taped it up real good. They can't get out. They're not getting out. So I taped it up real good. It's a mess. It looks horrible, but they're not getting out. So yeah, I didn't get the chicken wire, and it's just because I did this real quick fix. I was going to buy it, but it's working. So I don't want to change anything right now. In the winter, I need to get a new screen because they've ruined the screen as well. But yeah, no matter how close I push it to the wall, there's a gap, and I had to fill the gap. And once I filled the gap with the foam stuff, it stuck to the screen. And then the one cat got out, and when he got out, he broke out and he bent the screen. Like, I didn't have enough of that stuff there. Duct tape, yeah, that's what I used. Yeah, duct tape does fix a lot of stuff. Yeah. I want to buy one of those cat doors you put in the window, but they're so expensive. They're like $200-$300, so you can put it in the window, shut your window, and then it's just that door to go in and out. And I'm like, why are they so expensive? Yeah. So I have been looking on like Marketplace. Yeah, Marketplace, and basically on Marketplace and Amazon. But I did buy a catio for the little window over the kitchen sink. And because of all the pain I've been in and the sickness through the cats and stuff, I haven't even put it together. So if I plan on during the yard sale, if I'm not busy, putting that together so it can be put up for the fall. because I like to open the windows in the fall and they'll be able to go out there and they like to look at the other cats and stuff. But yeah. So for me, everything's going pretty well. I just overdid it a couple weeks ago, and I'm afraid that this next one I'm going to overdo it again, but we're going to try to get ready. We're trying to be ready. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Is anything else going on with you, Brandy? I'm trying to get YouTube to open, but I think I'm going to have to do that update. Sure. Here it is. There we are. I think I'm going to have to do that update. No. So I am in here as well. There are 3 of us. I think if you guys want, we can end at 2:30 just because I should have picked a topic. I really should have. When I'm tired, it helps me to stay focused. Lower back went out again, got better, and then started acting up again. Been dealing with right hip for a month or 2. Ouch. Yeah. Yep. And it's probably because you're doing so much. You're doing a lot around the house. I've seen, cleaning up and stuff, and with the flooding and all the stuff, you're probably doing more than you should be. But how else are we gonna keep our houses up if we don't? You know? Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I understand that too. And the funny thing is when I'm in the moment, I don't feel the pain. There's endorphins or something. And then when I finally sit down or stop or just take a moment, and then it all comes like bam. The pain, the aches, yeah, it all just kind of hit bam. I wish I could just I don't know, regulate myself better, but I'm not one of those people, I suppose. When I feel good, I want to do more, and then I feel bad, so I can't do more after I did more. This chair is really messed up. My husband sat in it the other day and fell. We were in here doing something I can't remember. But I've been taking most of my craft stuff to my sister's. When I weed eat the entire yard, oh yeah, we can't use more because of the many rocks. Oklahoma thing, I gotcha. And I have just this trailer, and when I weed eat around the trailer, when he mows the lawn, my hips bother me as well. And if you've got a big giant yard to do, I can't even imagine because you got to hold it. Now, this one I have has wheels, so I roll it, but then it doesn't get it as good. So you got to kind of tilt it. Look, you know what I mean? And then you end up just holding it to get the spot. Yeah. But it has to be done. So, yeah. So if anybody else here, I'm gonna stop at 2:30. If you guys are okay with that, let me know. I know we're all kind of feeling away. And Frugal Mom is at work. So hubby tries a couple of times to weed eat. He misses a lot, so I do it. Right? We are the detail people, perfection, detail. Yeah. It's just a deal we've made. He mows the lawn and I weed eat it. But what I've started doing recently, excuse me, is I started, yeah, she's okay with it. I started really getting a couple spots real good and then spraying the weed killer just in that spot. So every time he mows, I'm going to do a couple other spots. You know what I mean? Can do a little at a time. And hopefully that will help. Because the north side of our house doesn't get a lot. We actually have a lot of moss over there for some reason. And so I don't have to trim that side about every 2 weeks, but the other side and the back have to be trimmed every week. So, Okay, well, I want to thank all you guys for coming and catching up with me. And I promise in 2 weeks I will have a topic because I just thought we'd talk about summer. So I will have a topic in a couple of weeks and drop it in here if there's a topic you would like to hear. And see. Yeah, it's the 20, what is it in a couple of weeks? Uh, Take care, Frugal Mama. Hugs to you too, Brandy. You guys have a great week, great couple weeks, but I'll be back in a couple weeks. So I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day. Have a great couple weeks. I'll see you later. Bye.